Hello everybody, good evening, it's Valentine's Day, perfect time to shoot at some monsters. I'm Matthias Borch. I've been making a whole bunch of these videos because as a professional game designer, this is how I got my start. I started making Doom and Quake levels before I entered the gaming industry as a game designer. And this is the new E1M8b by John Romero, which was released I think a few weeks ago at this point. He went back and made a new Doom level 23 years later or so. I've been saving this. I hadn't actually had the chance to play this until just now, and I figured this is the first time I actually see this level. It's the first time I'm going to be playing it on Ultra Violence, of course. And I figured, very much in spirit of the old Doom playthrough videos that I've made before, I should just record this one and do like a little let's play for this. So, I got Z-Doom running here. This should just be standard Doom, just at a higher resolution. And I haven't played Doom for a few months now. You never forget it. Like, this is pretty much my childhood, or it's a big part of my development as a game designer. But I haven't actually played it for a few months, so we'll see how well I do. So I'll probably be saving this because I'm playing on Ultra Violence and I'm dying here and there. But let's just get started here. Hope you enjoy playing the game with me. Wow! So as I said, I played it. That was pretty brutal. Let's go immediately again. And thank you, Mr. Romero. That was something. Wow, I'm still not sure what just happened. It's a little bit more differently this time. Okay. So yes, that's actually pretty tough. Enjoying it though. I'm certainly at the beginning, let's do this one. I'm not going to push it out and immediately start saving all over the place. A little bit of infighting going there. Monsters. I guess stepping into these. Little slippers here actually do this damage to you. Over there. I haven't played this for a while, and all of my shots are missing. I think I'm a little bit better than this. If I really get into the groove again, I used to be able to, do all of those shoulder, like shooting from the hip things. My mouse every so often is freaking out, where it's just rotating a little bit too crazy. I think you just saw that, but I don't know if One of the things I love about Doom, I've talked about this before, and I'm not going to belabor the point too much here because I really have talked about it in other videos and in GDC talks, is the orthogonal unit differentiation that you get in here, where you really get to make choices as to who you should shoot at first, because all of these scan guys are usually the guys you want to shoot first. Or at least the guys like me right here. They're just easier to dodge bullets from. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. So what's here? I think I got everything over here. What's that way up? And you can run all the way down there. Doom is a 2.5D game. Let's see. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. I'll go up here. This feels a little bit like an homage to E1M1, like those stairs going up. It's just very subtle. Like at the very beginning, you turn to the left and you go up, and there's a little pedestal there, and you see the skybox for the first time. It's a little bit like that. And what just opened here? Monster closets. Which you can get away with. That's when you're working on a modern game these days. There's so many things you have to do. So many things you have to do to rationalize and explain and contextualize where the monsters are coming from. monster closet. All of the different modern game mechanics that you have, including being able to see. I mean, imagine playing Metal Gear Solid 5, for example. You can actually tag guys. You know where they are. You don't have monster closets anymore. You have to actually have those guys and see the explain where they come from. But right here, perfect. Static is great. So let me actually... I'm gonna save, because I don't want to restart all the way. But now that I've gotten a little bit in here. Shooting me. Somewhere down there. Somebody down there. I don't quite have the timing down anymore. Like, these guys usually get a shot on me and I'm not quite respectful enough of them. They keep barely getting me before I strafe out of the way. It feels a little bit, it's not really unaligned, it feels a little bit cut off on the side. But that's me nitpicking the hell out of stuff. Same goes for this. I don't really care. Feels like there should be a... There we go. Aha! Feels like there should be a secret in here, he thought. Look at that. Hello there. Now, is there slime down there? I'm not sure I want to go down there. Oh, look, I think this has... Since I'm pegged, you can just barely see as the texture is going down. You can see how it's not actually going down with the platform, but it's sliding in again. So if I go down there, first of all... Go down there now? Should I come back? Another pinky down there. The auto aim is not actually shooting at him down there. You know what? I'm not going to do this right now. I'm going to come back to this. I guess I'm recording this about, I don't know, a few months? A couple of months before Doom 4 comes out. Which is quite a history. And if you're in the industry, you know, id Software took quite a long time to get it right, but now I'm really excited about it. It's that the way that the new game is shaped out is much more homage to what Doom really was about, and what, in my mind, the core principles of it. So I think I'm actually excited about it. So we'll have to see. To me, Doom was never about the violence. Yes, this was a game that was, like, for back in the time, nobody had seen it. It had a lot of blood, it had a lot of gore. Shouldn't have done this here. Shouldn't be talking about the games and then do damage. It had all of that, but that's not really what Doom was about. I think everybody agrees it was really about the gameplay. It was about this really finely tuned interplay between weapons and enemies. And, you know, I immediately start talking about it again. If you've watched any of my other Doom videos, you'll remember all of this. But really, that's what it was about, and that's definitely what I'm expecting. That's what I want from a new Doom. And it seems like they have a chance of actually getting that, of actually doing that and getting that dialed back in. A little bit concerned that with the new Doom there won't be quite enough monster density to actually create this meaningful choice of actually creating differentiation, because you're only ever fighting in a lot of the videos I saw one or two guys, so that's something to be looking out for. But if they get that right, plus weapons, I think it's going to be really, really fucking cool. Okay, so let's take stock a little bit in this level. I think part of it, I know exactly what I should do, right? I think I should go down, like I should go down here, I should go back to that platform I saw earlier. I think there's an entire, like, another world down here, Shadow World. Okay, so that's actually where my point of entry actually seems to be. You see a hazard suit down there. But yeah, it kind of felt like I should explore everything else, because I don't necessarily like going down there. I'll do it right now. Now, of course, Doom was, you know, like, yes, talking about weapons and enemies, as I always do. Man. that's why we saved this time around. So it was about that, but then it was also just about like exploration and about being able to do these kind of levels, like which are very heavily, they're abstract, yet they're evocative. I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to. Like, you don't really have to explain things too much beyond the point that it's a good tech base. And then looking at the map and actually trying to figure out what to do next and how to conduct yourself. So, that's from, and that's my, there's nothing in there. There's something should be in there. So I'm assuming this is where I could have gone down. Is this correct? Yes, but so now that I'm down here and I still have my hazard suit, let me see, is there anything else? Let's see, what can I all find here before I completely and utterly get obliterated here because a word like that. Going out of protection. You know what? I should try to get out of here before. I do have my let's see if I can make it back before I die. I have my blue key now, so I'm gonna try to use that. Let's say that was successful, even though I lost some health here. So let's save again. I'm only gonna ever save over one save game here. I'm not gonna create like a long litany of save games. How do I get in there? I wonder rocket launcher. Not sure. The map doesn't tell me anything. Is there anything out there? Not sure. Here, I mean, obviously we had. There wasn't anything there secret-wise. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep going with. Okay, so I'm assuming as I drop down here, now run across these gaps, and where does it take me? Somebody should be from up there. I'm like 5% health. We'll see. I'll try to survive. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna save again. That's it. I don't care. It's kind of like no pack. Okay, so I can't go up there yet. There might be an elevator or like a platform that actually gets lowered. I think I'm getting sniped from up there. Somebody might kill me if I'm not careful. So. I think this actually leads me to the... Oh man. This is going to lead me to the yellow key. I just put myself in a hard place there. Gotta be a little bit more careful here. Getting some frame rate problems here. I'm not sure why. I'm running ZDoom, just normal ZDoom. This is like a really fast computer. I'm frapsing it, of course. That's a little bit weird. So as I'm going over here, if I could, where did all of those imps come from? As soon as I'm opening the door, it's a nice trap actually. Maybe it's not a trap, and those guys just go started. Ah, damn it. Can't blame the frame rate really. I mean, that was just not acting quickly enough. Another one? Anybody else? Okay, let me see if I can now. Really have a green chance. I don't even know if they have a green chance at all, so it's really hard to get hit scan guys from shooting at you. Okay, I managed to do it. Those can squash your weapons and other stuff, right? So I wouldn't be careful. Let's save again. I just want to save, please. No. saved. So it's definitely a good Doom experience. I'm enjoying this. Yes, I don't know how good it is to record something like this video on a really hard difficulty level where you constantly have to that was my... you see that? That wasn't fair. That was my mouse going crazy again, and I think I'm gonna reload because I don't want to lose that health. So yeah, I don't know exactly how well it records, but it's fun, that's for sure. Even though it's a little bit... you have to be really careful. Kind of tiptoe around situations. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna keep going, even though I lost quite a bit of health there. Okay, so I can see outside now. Feels like there's tons of, and I'm probably not gonna get it. Did I find one secret? Probably not gonna find much of it. Thought I was gonna get both of them at the same time, like line them up. I think just in general, this has much more Final Doom kind of aesthetic, like by flesh consumed, like E4, that episode. It just feels like it's much more like that bloodline. Which makes a lot of sense. Like I read the README, I think, and it says like this is a replacement for the pretty quite short introduction that E1M8 was in Doom 1, or extra really, which was just like, hey, we're introducing the Barons of Hell and here are 2 of them, and that's pretty much all. So I mean, this feels completely different from that, but as a tech level, I mean, I also don't know how well it really would have fit into the, I guess with E1 it actually would have fit into that aesthetic, that basic aesthetic, so that would have worked. But yeah, it has a different kind of feeling to it, but I love it. So, assuming this just makes us up and down? No, there's something else. Interesting. And this, okay, so this is theoretically, assuming, I get this guy up. Assuming this is gonna lower, okay, it's gonna raise, yeah. Either way, it's gonna make the, key accessible. Okay, let's save again here. And it also occurs to me, I think this is one of the very first Doom levels, like fresh Doom levels I've played in forever. Even when I made my Doom Let's Play levels, I only played old levels that I knew, like specifically my levels of course, or just generally I've been playing a lot of old Memento Mori, like the old Innocent Crew levels, that kind of stuff, but I haven't really played a lot of like fresh levels. I'm not really that big into... I'm not big into the modern Doom editing community. Not because I have anything against it, it's just, it just hasn't happened. Okay, can I get up there? How do I get up there is the question. Maybe be able to jump down and then jump onto this. Let's see if I can do this. But yes, I haven't really played a lot of like fresh Doom levels. This might be the first one in over 20 years probably. There we go. Let's save again, so we don't have to do that again. It's fun. Okay, so there's still a couple of guys down there somewhere. There's one. There's one. Shotgun ammo. Anybody else? And okay. I halfway expected a trap here, or, like another line def creating another, I don't know, guys coming out of the out of the acid or something. But I guess I'm kind of glad it didn't, because there was a lot of stuff before this. So I think it was actually a good decision to not add additional strife right there. Okay, and here we are, and save again, just because I'm gonna fall into the acid, I know it. That was my mouse again. Okay, so where was the yellow key? Where's the yellow door? Down there, that's right. So lava floor actually works out well. Even though, if you don't know, I mean, that's just the mark of good level design. Anywhere, really, but in Doom. This is pretty wide open, you get to explore, you get to do a whole bunch of different things, but when you really need to know where to go next, you always know. I'm just wondering, now that I'm thinking about it, just wondering if there's anything else here. I guess the fact that this guy came from somewhere means that something might have opened somewhere. Might also have just come down from the bottom. Probably got spawned in to create more snipers up here as I was down in the acid. Didn't notice before. Is this where I started? I didn't notice all of the dead marines right here. All the dead Doom marines. That's a nice touch. I've been here. Oh no, this is actually where I started. That's right. But yeah, more Doom marines. That said, though, there isn't really anything here, is there? I mean, I'm sure there's some secrets here that I'm missing. Let's just have a safe game, so I can just, you know, if I don't find anything, I don't find anything here. But this is really good. Except that I'm gonna run out of health. But okay, so I found a secret, and maybe I'll come back to that if I can. But without a... where's this guy? Let me try to get this. Oh, come on. Try to get this guy. Without a hazard suit, I don't think I'm gonna go down there. I don't think the secret's gonna be worth it. Even here, I'm not doing it now, but I'm almost tempted to reload because I lost some freaking health to that one guy up there. But we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, yellow. Yeah. I guess I didn't have to. I was just gonna say yellow key. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of guys behind there. And guess what? Okay, so let's get this guy up here. Without losing any health. See, this is where the rocket launch up there actually would be good. I'd open the door, strafe back immediately, and back up immediately, and try to splat those guys with a rocket launcher. But I'm still not sure how to get there, which is... I mean, just looking at the map here, it's gotta be, it's either on the other side. Let's try this real quick. I mean, screw it. It's a long stream, maybe you played the level, maybe you know exactly how it's done. And you're just kind of chuckling to yourself, or you're knowingly like thinking about it, like, yep, that's exactly where I got stuck as well. That said, though, yeah, I don't really see how, because everything that's behind there is just like the lower level right here that I don't want to go to, because it has acid in it, and then it has the platform, and then... You know what, let's just save real quick. That's, why not? Tried once. See if there's something here. There's nothing here though, and this looks like it should be something right away, because it has those two metal bars to frame it. No, I don't want to save, I want to load. Okay, so never mind. I saw that. Let's make sure I don't get... Ah, man! This is what that. It feels like that probably unlocked something, but yeah. Let's not worry about this for now. Let's just go back and do yellow door. Let's try to do yellow door, and I might be better off. And it's gonna be tricky. Okay, it's getting a little bit comical, right? But hey, playing this live, not editing around this. Okay, what the hell am I doing? I think I'm gonna try to do this with a minigun. to this. One thing we just learned. Okay, so... Good, so we looked into how much ammo I had. Okay, 12% left, but I think I made it through reasonably well if it hadn't been for that one reloading snafu. So let's save again with 12%. To see it the high resolution I'm playing, because it feels like the effect, like the invisibility effect, becomes like finer. Pixelation becomes finer. Okay, so this feels like this has an interesting aesthetic to it. This, you know, like it goes into the green kind of metal thing. I guess that's been out there everywhere. It's kind of nice to feel like to remember this part of the level slightly differently, a different character. And the way that these ceilings work here also reminiscent of... I don't even know which level it was. I'm pretty sure it was... I mean, it was somewhere near 1. There was a level in the original Doom that had this kind of aesthetic for the ceilings. That was cool. And it just adds so much nice visual interest. I mean, if you're looking into, and this is something we did, right? We have like the little like light sectors here to actually like kind of simulate some of the way that the light is falling. Then really a lot of it was just came out of what you're going to do with the ceiling, what you're going to do with the floors. So, you know, if you're looking at a hallway like this, it's actually very, very simple, but you're adding visual interest and you actually draw on the eye up and down, starting to make connections between how the light is falling, which is cool. Doom only had, I think it had 16 different light levels. And you actually had to set them. It was a byte, I guess. Or I don't know exactly what it did under the hood, and I've never looked at the source code for it. But so you actually had to set values between 0 and 255. But it was always in steps of 16. Nothing else would register. So 192, I think, was the default light level that I used. This feels like it's probably brighter. No, it's 224, 255 actually. 240. But there were a lot of people, because, you know, it was just an arbitrary value you could put in there. I actually remember this looks like it might be a secret. No. There were a lot of people who just put like different values, like 170, 180, 190 in there, and didn't realize immediately that didn't actually have a difference. Didn't make a difference. Well, 170 to 180 makes a difference, because it's between a boundary. But yeah, you didn't actually have that fine kind of control over it. Anyway, that's just me rambling about the inconsequential stuff from back then. Let's keep going here. Okay, I figured there might be somebody up there. Let me see if I can get this guy. Anybody on that side? There's... If this was Doom 2, I'd be going through all of these hallways with the double-barrel shotgun and then switch to the single-barreled. I didn't feel like I wanted to waste a shot on something. You know, I'd use it for pinky demons and that kind of stuff, but here I would actually go to the single-barrel shotgun. But you can do that, so you're always just a little bit... Oh man, where? God damn it! Back spawning. Excuse me. Let's see where the odds come from. At least, you know, when you do that and a monster closet opens, that's fine, but I expect I expect a little bit more health in here. It feels... Man. Feels like that screwed me a little bit. No, maybe I was talking so much I didn't hear those guys approaching. I think there were actually signs and feedback that would have told me. Okay, so it's saved again with 15%. Now that we're kind of in dire straits here. But yeah. But anyway, this is where... So, you know, like, this is where Doom 2 made a really... was by just adding a single weapon, which felt like, oh, well, that's not a lot. It really, like, opened up... Oh, here we go. Really opened up the way you use the weapons, because it added a lot of meaningful choice. It made you feel like you could be more or less prepared. It made you feel like you could optimize a little bit more, because the double-barrel shotgun was something... Well, I think it actually had a bigger spread, right? So this one has more pinpoint accuracy as you're going forward. But you generally want to use the double-barrel shotgun much more when you didn't use it. And when you actually like switched to the single-barrel shotgun, you felt like you were smart, and you felt like you were... this guy's up there again, yes. You felt like you were just like saving a little more ammo, and you were just being smart. Anyway, it's all academic. Doesn't come into play in this level right here. Anything else down there? It's really hard to see here. See rockets. Maybe I actually get the rocket launcher here that I could have gotten earlier as a... Here I'm actually going to look at the map to see what the room looks like. Might actually be getting so a bunch of guys on there. Rockets that I could have gotten in the sequence. Maybe? Let's see. Well, so you know what? We're gonna save here again, because I think there's a lot of stuff here that might be. Just run away. Oh man, what? Another? Wow. Another monster closet down there, huh? Or more guys, but let's go a little bit further here. I think this is the line down here that makes... No, it's one all over here. For this kind of stuff, I prefer, like, when we're monster closets, okay, but especially when guys are teleporting in, I preferred some sort of visual indication. It didn't have to be super clear, but just something that warned you, hey, this is where guys might actually be spawning in. Just so you could file it away and maybe, just maybe, like, feel like, okay, I should have seen that coming. Okay, I mean, this is where we were before. Maybe we get some more, a little bit more health in here. Okay. Oh. Save again. No. Just save, please. Thank you. Okay, so we're back to... And I'm assuming there's a way up there. To run across. So let's go back to here. Let's see who's down there. Pinky for sure. I think the story goes that I think Heretic actually had the ability to look up and down, right? Which is something that Raven said we actually wanted, but I guess because it had this weird skewing, it didn't look very good effect. Well, the story was that John Carmack didn't like it enough, and that's why it wasn't in Doom. Which is totally fine, except that it's these kind of situations right here, which are pretty typical for Doom, where you are... Nice, thank you. Didn't even realize this was here. We're kind of shooting blindly, and you're really completely dependent on the auto-aiming. These lights feel just a little bit weird because they're full bright quite clearly, and maybe the light turns on later. They just feel a little bit out of place. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go down there, and I don't think, like, I'm so used to there being acid in all of these holes. I'm sure there's no acid down here. I also get this feeling that the light is gonna turn on when I'm gonna go down there. It's a little bit weird because, like, rockets are not a super strong draw for me right now. I'm just going down here because I need to find the red key. But I was actually expecting... Okay, let's see. Anybody here? No. Okay, so there's a gonna use that very soon. But it's not the, okay, so I can probably move that down here. I guess if I actually had the rocket launcher, this would be a really big draw, because, hey, I kind of want it. But right now, it is what it is. Here we go. And the light did turn on. Does it go back up? No, it doesn't. It just comes down once. But even just as a character, like, you know, the characteristic of this room is, okay, so that's where I was. Let's just go back down. I'm looking for the red key, right? That's ultimately like what I filed away, and it feels like I'm not sure if I'm making progress here, and what it's making progress towards. I feel like I'm not actually on the main critical path right here. So, see, as I've been doing this, maybe the platform of the chainsaw has been lowered. Clearly there's a way I can go around here as well. No, this is not. Okay, the third one. Okay, there's a third semi-door that opened here. Progress, which, you know, again, in Doom levels, you can totally do. Like, the scholar level is almost like, well, you know what, let's just explore a little bit, and then you're gonna find the next path that is open, even though you don't quite feel like you're playing intentionally. You don't quite feel like you're opening the way, you're clearing the path so much as you're playing because you're trusting that something else is going on. And I'm not really bitching about it here. There's a progression. I mean, it was very clear. I had a theory, I went back, something immediately opened. Just a little bit lost. When the platform came up, it's a long level, man. I don't know how long I've been playing, and obviously we've been reloading and been dying quite a few times, but I mean, that's pretty big. This might actually be in the readme. I don't know if this would have run in Stop Doom, or if this would have been too big. Anybody else? One guy all the way in the back. Yeah. So, I don't think I want to go down here. That's a red door over there, so I'm actually close, which is nice. I like the, it's like the lava inside the asset, or kind of connected to the computer. It has a cool kind of, I don't know exactly, it's just evocative, right? It's like some weird, like, cyber, hellish demon, like, computer thing. If anybody read Frank Darabont's screenplay for Indiana Jones 4, which was leaked at some point, it had, like, the final city you went to, it wasn't just aliens, it was actually this huge kind of Incan or whatever city. It was a giant computer, and it had these like giant conductors running across the ground. I don't know, like for some reason I get this weird strong connection. It had the same barely the same kind of aesthetic. Anyway, that's not why you came here. Let's actually play some more Doom again. I like the level progression here because I've been seeing this for the longest time, and now having to run over this. Doom, of course, somebody here. Doom, of course, doesn't have multiple floors. You could actually do it, right? Like Ika was one of the masters of it. So you could fake this in Doom, where you could actually, but you know, like actually like that John didn't even try to do it. It was a pain in the ass, and I don't know how well that's supported by various source, like Doom ports at this point. But you could actually create fake multiple floors. What really was just happened is that you could put textures here which simulated like a platform, and then you would move invisible platforms up and down. And as you were up here now, you could actually walk over it. But we don't need that. So now that I'm here, wait a second, that's gonna be all. Wasting ammo here. There's gotta be something here. So I feel like this was actually the main progression. But it is not. Interesting. Okay, so let's see, what else can we do here? Let's go back. I guess I should... I mean, I can go over there, but no, I probably can't jump all the way over here. Don't have the red key yet. So I went on this little tangent about Frank Darabont, Indiana Jones 4, the rejected screenplay. So I'm a little bit lost now. Let's see. There There was a way, I forgot, how did you detach the, how do you detach the map from the cursor? I don't actually know. So I even see like there's a connection up here. It feels like there would have been something that it feels like on the map, let's just go there again, there's actually a connection. You can see that the line depth there isn't a solid wall. So it feels like this actually would have connected and let me granted me access into this initial like enclosed courtyard that I saw. But like right here, you know, that's a line depth. I mean, that looks like a different color line depth, which seems like it would actually let me in there. But, and this here as well. So what am I missing? Will we have to do an actual edit where it just takes me way too long to figure out what the critical path is? Wait a second. What's all this? Did I completely ignore this earlier? This was the very first. I just didn't go in there, did I? My god. I think I got sidetracked because this door had opened. Oh my god, there's so much here that I missed or that I didn't actually do. Now I remember. So yeah. Just a little bit of searching. Revealed it. I like this right here. This is cool. Again, with this being a 2D, 2.5D engine, like creating visual interest right there. This is really cool. And then if I only had the rocket launcher, I really like the like finding rockets every so often and feeling like a high value. Interesting. Feeling like a high value item that you can find. I did something similar in Beyond Belief, my Quake episode, where I gave you the lightning gun very early, but then only gave you very sparse ammunition for it. And whenever you found it, it totally felt like you'd found something cool. Okay, so that up there allows me. I still have 91 armor, so I don't know if I actually want to go up there right now. It's not open me. Okay. It doesn't open up there. I have to go there right now. Anyway, it just totally through the level design rejiggers the values that players attach to. Man, is somebody behind me? No. It rejiggers the values that players attach to various pickups that they find. Okay, so, and there actually is a rocket launcher. Yay. So I think that, I mean, that's great level design as well, right? Like dangle it in front of my head, but make sure I actually do find the weapon. If this was a continuous level progression with multiple levels, then you probably might give you you would introduce the weapon, let's say here, in the preceding level, and then you would give it in the next level. But here you had to, like, I think this is, you had to give the rocket launcher in this level, otherwise, what if you cheated? And now that I get it, I'm a little bit scared of picking it up. I don't know what kind of line depths there are around it. It feels like, just, you know, it's freaking Doom. Whenever you have a high value item like this, nope, nothing. Interesting. Usually that always triggers a monster closet or something. Can I go up here? No. So where do I go now? Oh, yeah. And then that up there. Can I? No. That looks like a secret. It's gonna be a secret. Okay, so now that I'm up here, oh, this leads me all the way back to the beginning, but I'm not done here yet, now am I? So how? Now that I'm running out of, you know what, I might have to reload a save game here because I missed something that I was supposed to do here. Maybe this is just a secret. Does that just come down? It can't. That up there isn't open yet. That down there is separate. That's part of the underworld again that exists. So, I don't know, let's do this again. Man, how did I should have circle strafe better? damage this time. Okay, so what am I missing here? People who have already played this. You might be snickering to yourself right now. Or you might actually not knowingly and realize, yep, I got stuff here as well. I think this level actually did get some playtesting. This wasn't just thrown out into the world. So the only thing I can imagine, which I don't know if I would like that, is me going through this window actually unlocked something, but it didn't. Okay, this is a secret, so this is connected to what I just did. It's nice and all. Oh, nice. Okay, well, it's a good secret. Because, haha. Well, except I don't know what to use this for. I had a big boss fight now, and maybe actually this has a lot of guys spawning in, if only I knew what to do. Shooting obviously is not it. Found it, it's kinda useless. Does this go somewhere? Yes it does, but okay, so still feel kinda lost here. I'm gonna reload again because I've quite made the progress yet I want to make. So let's actually follow this path right here and see if this is actually unlocked or not. Okay, yeah, I can actually come through here now. It just looked like it was still locked. So this just fills up to 100 again if I remember correctly, so I don't know if that was a good... Okay. Now I get it. So, one more final load. I don't know what I want to do. I want to do it. Yeah, let's pick this up later. Let's do this, avoiding the armor, because I don't actually want to waste that right now. Save right here, just make sure that I can kind of dance around it. So I go from here to here to here. Ah! Come on. And that's where I want to reload, because I don't want to run all the way back up here. Run, run, run. This feels like the actual progression, which I maybe should ignore for a little bit longer because there's a lot of stuff going on there. Obviously, that I did follow now. So let me see. No save. Okay, I figured something. What just, something else just went up, yes? I didn't, what did I hear or not hear? What did I miss? You know, let's just do this, now that I can. Let's hoover all this up. It's a lot of fun in its own right. Yeah. Well, do I want the, I have the red. You know what, I'm gonna get the invisibility now. So I think I'm gonna try to use the invisibility, the invincibility for whatever is behind the red door. Save again. Put this up. I'm kind of wasting it, I feel, but whatever. So let's go up. I actually don't like the way this looks because, I mean, what invincibility does to... It's because it's harder to tell when things are good. It's not easy to play this way. And I might have kind of wasted that. I don't know. I'm really happy with what I got out of that. I expect there won't be a cyber demon in here, although, you know, I think you need registered doom for this, so might have a cyber demon fight or something over here. That's what I would have liked the sphere for. See that guy?
I love it. I mean, this is where Doom is so great. Like, Pinky Demon I just took out, I wasn't even trying to run away because I could track exactly how many shots I already had him at, and I knew he was going to die with that shot. Like, no doubt about it. Are these both connected? Yeah, this just leads to the same. But I can't go down here, so that's it. It's more of a teaser. It's a different color for computer players. Somebody else woke up. I actually feel like I'm doing really well on health now. I think generally the levels can be pretty well balanced. I mean, you know, I died a few times and there were a bunch of like assaults, but generally, I mean, it was fair. It just feels that I was scrounging. I mean, you've watched this. I was really looking for health for a long time, and now I'm actually quite generously equipped with both health and armor. And I still have that armor left too if I need to go back. So assuming that's here. Oh, but that's make sure there wasn't monster closet behind me. I don't think it was, but hey, fuck. Now I'm actually gonna go all the way back. Aha! That's Doom level design right there. And I don't think this is gonna show. Yeah, this is not gonna register as a secret either. This is just let's add a few more buttons, which might mean I'm actually expected to circle back here at some point. There's a little more backtracking going on. There. Because I want to use the SMG a lot against the pinkies here, and the pistol against faraway enemies. So, this is why all of these monster closets opened, because I'm expected to backtrack now, and one more. Okay, so this is new. It's hidden behind, nice. Notice it was hidden behind a wall before. I like the way that these sightlines are work. We've had this multiple times now. It's a little bit of a theme actually, where you know you can look up and down, you get sniped from there. It makes it feel very 3D, even though it's a 2.5D environment. And I think I also like how as a level, it feels very intimate in parts, and then it feels wide open in parts. Like it has a good mixture of it. Being wide open while also feeling like kind of claustrophobic. And that, Jesus, those are the kind of shots I just expect to have. I'm gonna blame the mouse, even though it took me for a while. Yeah, but again, this is for like, oh man, well now I'm kind of punishing myself, but this is why I feel it's still pretty generous, right? Like the amount of health I have here, the fact that I got the the fact that I got the backpack earlier and I actually get like over 50 ammo, and it just feels like I'm not really concerned with losing some of my, or wasting some of my ammo here, and just like what we just saw, even when I run low on health, actually feels like I'm getting replenished rather easily. That's another one of them. And was that a sign? Not really, because it's not there. Oh, okay. That's nice. When's the last time I saved? Because I think okay, when I just did save though, right? As I was talking about how intimate yet open this was. Another way around. That's where I should have taken the level a little more seriously. I think the rocket launcher there actually is a good sign. It's a bit of a little of a nod to, okay, this is going to be difficult now. It's a little bit of misleading, right? Because the rocket launcher in that situation just that I had right there was pretty useless. So, I mean, the splash damage is going to kill me immediately. All of those guys spawning in, but still, should have taken it more seriously. Okay. Did I use this? No, not yet. So now I can go around here, I think. That was the actual progression. Yeah, maybe. So, let's see how we're gonna do this. We're gonna save. We are gonna use the rocket launcher. And we're gonna run over here. And then we're gonna, well, I'm not gonna use the rocket launcher against that. I'm gonna wake everybody up so they can actually start spawning in the first place. And, that's where, I don't know, I mean, as a monster cloud, as a spawn situation, as a trap, that one was a little bit, I can pull its teeth rather easily. Once I died once, because, you know, now I have a vastly superior strategy / I'm in a vastly better position than I was the first time around, just because I knew about it. Okay. I'm nitpicking, right? I'm not, I mean, don't take this personally, I've enough the levels of the ways. Chances are, if you're watching this stream, watching this video, you know my levels, you know I have an opinion on this stuff, and you probably want to hear me point out some things. Oh, you know what? That's not as good as it could be. In hindsight. Also getting a lot of mileage, and again, I mean, it's been one, right? But we're getting a lot of mileage out of the basic enemy types. I don't think I've seen anything but Pinky Demon, Sergeant, Lieutenant, and Imps. Is that correct? Certainly no Barons of Hell. And you know, it's Doom 1, so there's only so many monsters that exist in the first place, but yeah, it's actually getting a lot out of it. So again, here is where I feel like, man, this is generous, because at this point, I just kind of got screwed the first time everybody, nice. Well, except that I wanted to use that red whatever it was, because, okay, nice. So this is the homage to actual E1M8 deal. Barons of Hell coming out. But no, this is not, I really like the, the way it looks. It has this, I mean, I go back to Indiana Jones, right? It's probably not that at all, but it has that weird kind of hellish, just making a connection. Not really, like, really good crossover. Carefully, crossover between the tech theme and, healthy. Actually, if I had a choice, I'd much prefer the double barrel shotgun against these Barons, but hey, gonna take what I can. And I didn't really use it that much before. Did something? Okay. Let me make sure. There was a second Baron, right? Let me make sure I kill everybody before. Maybe not. Did I kill both of them? And this is actually E1M8, right? So this had a specific tag slash... yeah, I mean, it was a tag, or it was a specific like condition where I think if you killed both, and it was hard-coded into it, where if you killed all Barons of Hell in the level, something could lower. I mean, that's how E1M8 ended, so I think that's what just happened. Anything in here? Nice. Well, I don't know if it's that nice, but... okay, maybe. Whatever hell is computing here, whatever hell is like, doing here, that's not... nice. Even this, it's like, it has a nice, like, kind of like gate atmosphere to it. Reminds me of some resorts in Hawaii where you come in and it has this kind of aesthetic. I mean, clearly this is a little bit lower resolution than that, but it has this kind of grand hallway feeling to it. Wow, how did all of these guys get here? Like, am I the last guy to actually... It feels like a lot of Doom Tubers actually made it in here. Unless they came from the other side and were stuck in there. So I think this is it. No, I'm pretty sure I didn't find a lot of, nearly most of the secrets, but this is it. Man, this was really cool. I mean, I think I already gave it pretty good. Like, I don't have to do a big in hindsight. I really like this level. It bridges, like, the hellish and the tech atmosphere really well. It has a nice evocative, through line. It has a visual, like, line as well with these kind of tendrils, whatever you want to call them. It's pretty big and expansive while also being very small and intimate at the same time. It has this kind of somewhat recurring theme where you can look up and down various levels. Man, if this had been E1M8 in the original Doom, and again, I don't know if the original Doom engine even would have supported it, but I don't know like how many sectors are in this, but if it did, I mean, this would have been probably the most memorable level. So let's see if this has got to be the end, right? Okay. It kinda did. So you actually got me there. Nice. I think this is the original. This is from the original Doom, right? The big pentagram, like, wall goes down and you go into E2. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so this was my playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. Even, like, there were a couple of lulls in there where I wasn't quite sure what to do. I hoped you liked, yeah, playing along with me. And hopefully I get to do more Let's Play levels for games that I used to work on again sometime in the future. Right now I'm incredibly busy working on the game I'm working on right now, which is Mafia 3, which is coming out sometime this year. I've announced it's coming out in 2016. I hope you're looking forward to that, and once I'm done with that, it's gonna be awesome. And I hope you'll all be playing it, but once I'm done with that, hopefully I can go back to some of my old games and continue my Let's Play. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.